Hello everyone, and welcome back to the HrFlow.ai platform. Today, we're going to learn how to create a Zapier source and add resumes to it. Zapier is one of the most popular automation tools. It helps you automate repetitive tasks between two or more apps, no code necessary. HrFlow.ai integration with Zapier allows users to automate parts of their recruitment process and save valuable time. A Zap is basically an automated task that you want to run over and over again between one tool and another. A Zap consists of a trigger and an action. When A happens, do B. To learn more about Zapier basics, watch the videos linked in the description. First, let's start by creating a Zapier source in HrFlow.ai platform. To do so, go to the Sources section and click on Create Source. You will be then redirected to the Sources Marketplace. Under Middleware category, choose Zapier Source, and when the pop-up window appears, click on Create Source. Now type in a recognizable source name that you can easily remember. If you wish to send a standard confirmation email to the candidates after they drop their resume, check the Apply Notification switch. You can also make your source private if you don't want other teammates to have access to it. Finally, you can add other teammates as source managers so they can manage the source with you. Once you finish, click on Create Source to confirm. Congratulations! Your Zapier source has been created successfully. In the Overview tab, you will find your source key, which identifies your source if you want to use the HrFlow.ai API. You can also activate or deactivate sync parsing for your source. To do so, just send a short message to the team in the chat and they will activate it for you. After a few minutes, we can see that the sync parsing has been activated for our source. Now let's create a Zap that will synchronize our Zapier source with a Google Drive folder, for example. This means that every time we upload a resume to this folder, it will be automatically parsed and added to our source. To do so, we first have to create a Zapier account and log in. Now let's head to the HrFlow.ai integration page. You can see that there are already multiple predefined templates to help you easily create new Zaps. In our case, we just need to create a Zap based on the Google Drive template. Now it's time to set up our Zap. First, for the trigger step, we need to connect to our Google Drive account and choose the folder we want to synchronize with our source. Make sure there is at least one file in this folder to use for testing. Next, we test our trigger to see if it's working. As you can see, Zapier successfully pulled all the information related to our documents. Let's now configure the second step, or the action step. First, we need to choose Extract Profile Resume CV as event type, then connect our HrFlow.ai account using API keys and user email. You can find your API keys in the Settings section under API. You'll have 3 levels of permissions to choose from. Let's copy the read and write API key and use it in our Zap. Let's also specify the user email as well, which is the email you use to log in to the HrFlow.ai platform. Next, we need to select the file we want to parse. We can see that our file is selected by default. We should also specify the source key of our Zapier source. Optionally, we can add a profile reference if you want. Let's also activate sync parsing so we can get the parsing result right away. Finally, we can add tracking data like labels, tags, or metadata. Please watch the API tutorials linked in the video description for more information about all these parameters. Once we finish, we click on Continue, then we test our action step. As you can see, our resume has been successfully parsed, and we can find all the information of our profile in the response JSON. Now, all we have to do is turn our Zap on, and it will be triggered whenever there is a new file in our Google Drive folder. Let's upload the second resume to see how it works. Once our Zap is triggered, we can see the task carried out by Zapier on the Zap History page. Once our task appears, we can find all details about the file uploaded and the parsed information. Finally, you can follow these same steps to synchronize your Zapier source with other tools like Dropbox, Gmail, Typeform, and much more. This concludes our tutorial for today. I hope you found it useful. As always, all relevant resources are in the video description. You can also leave your questions in the comments section and we'll get back to you. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you get the latest HrFlow.ai tutorials. See you in the next video.